I don't think I need to talk about how much this year sucked. I just want to talk about what games I discovered this year and what I liked about them. This is my first top 10 video, and I had a blast making it for you all, and I hope you enjoy and respect my opinions. Not all games in this list were released in 2020, however, this was the first time I played them, and I want to give them their own spotlight for still giving me a positive first experience and standing the test of time. Without further ado, this is my top 10 games of 2020. Yes, I know, like all popular games, this created a massive following and the community around it has become really cringy, and the popularity on Twitch has just become a cash grab at this point. If we look past that and see what Among Us really is, it is a project made by 3 people, now 4, that had a rocky start and blew up more than the devs could ever imagine. And I can't help but feel happy that the dreams of those people came true, and I had the most fun I've ever had in a multiplayer game, playing with all my friends over and over again, screaming at each other, saying who was suspicious, and throwing each other out and creating new inside jokes between us. So for all the happy memories and the fun games that I've had, and also showing that no matter what project you create, it can become something wonderful, Among Us gets a spot on my list. This one is a personal surprise for me, because I didn't think the first 3 Crash games were that good. With horrible depth perception, wonky controls, and just a stupid amount of vehicle levels, I played through all the originals and was not happy with them at all. But Crash 4 fixed all of that, and I loved it. It delivered that classic Crash feel with new mechanics and quality of life changes, like the circle indicator, choice to go back and forth between classic and modern modes, and of course all the collectibles. I've been having a blast trying to 100% this game, and I'm sure that will change when I get to the time trials, but in my ignorant state, I can say that this game officially made me a Crash fan, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. This was a hidden gem I missed out on, and when it released on the Switch early this year, I knew I had to give it a try, and man, I'm really glad I did. Catherine Full Body is a game about relationships and personal values. The game's main character, Vincent, is put into a relationship nightmare straight from hell. By day, he struggles to find out what he wants in his adult life while trying to wiggle out of an affair he got himself into after a night of too many drinks. When he sleeps, he's tormented by nightmares as he climbs up towers made of movable blocks. This gameplay is what gave Catherine Full Body its niche in the gaming world. With a gripping story and unique gameplay, it's truly a marvelous game, and I recommend all of you give it a try if you haven't yet. Growing up, the EA skate games were some of my all-time favorites. It even introduced me into the world and culture of skateboarding, and led to a lot of fun childhood memories going to skate parks with my friends and late nights playing Skate together on the Xbox. So when I found out about this work-in-progress title, Skater XL, I was very excited to play a skate game again, and this seems very promising. The developers are changing the standards completely with an entirely different control scheme. Now instead of only using one joystick to do all the tricks, you now have access to both, which is a bit daunting to skate veterans at first, but once you get it down, it feels way more expressive and freer than the EA games ever did. As of now, you can only free roam on a certain number of maps and do trick challenges, but the game continues to evolve and change, and I have high hopes for its future. This game was a surprise to me. My buddy Nick generously purchased this game for me as a surprise while also wanting more people to play it with him. And after that first run, I was hooked. I'm already a huge fan of roguelites, and Risk of Rain 2 puts a whole new form of intensity when it comes to the new form of expressing difficulty. It's all about how you use your time in each area. Do you stay a little longer and grind money to get more items to strengthen your character, but face massive hordes of enemies as the difficulty increases with every passing second? Or blaze through picking up what you can while keeping the difficulty low, but face the possibility of being under-equipped? It's the perfect balance of time management, skill, and RNG, and that's what makes this game so appealing to me. Another bonus is the colorful roster of characters that each have their own playstyle, so you don't feel bored when playing. Pile on 2 to 4 player co-op, and you just might have a fun night with friends as you experiment with different team comps and try to make it to the end. This game was on my radar for a very long time. When I was becoming more interested into JRPGs and the remake is shattering expectations, I knew eventually I had to try the original Final Fantasy VII. But I never pulled the trigger until recently, when it came on sale on the Switch and I went on vacation. During my downtime, I would pull out the Switch, and I was instantly pulled into the beautiful yet dramatic story of Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, the graphics and the gameplay are nothing to write home about in this day and age, but the story and the characters kept me engaged as I just had to know what happens next. I now understand why this game was held so fondly by so many people to this day. A majority of content creators have this game on their list, and all for good reasons. Hades is a beautiful take on the roguelike genre, both visually and narratively. The difference that Hades brings to the table is its ongoing narrative and characters. The more you play, the more you learn about Zagreus and his struggle to escape the underworld. His relationships with others like Nyx, Meg, Hypnos keeps you going to find out more about the world of Zag and his backstory. Hades also allows players to choose how they wish to escape, with different alternating paths that let you choose what buffs to get or what items and support characters to collect and visit respectively. Not to mention the variety of weapons and charms that can enthuse your playstyle and keep a variety in experimenting with different builds. Where in the hell have I been to let these masterpieces elude me for so long? I played the Bayonetta games back to back, 1 and 2, and there was never a dull moment. Bayonetta takes the hack and slash genre to a new level, with its highly expressive combat, tight controls, and vibrant visuals to add intensity to every blow you land. And the music, oh my god, the music! You know it's easy way to get bonus points from me if you have an amazing soundtrack. And now we're finally getting updates about the development of Bayonetta 3 and how well it's going. Maybe it's a good time to revisit these old gems once again. Please, if you haven't played Bayonetta or Bayonetta 2 yet, get them now. They are amazing, both of them. Everyone who knows me knew that this was going somewhere on this list. And yeah, here it is. I love the original version of Persona 5, and Persona 5 Royal just takes the original and makes it even better by adding more places to explore around Tokyo, new music, new characters and dialogue for all the cast, more personas to fuse to unlock, new mechanics, remade boss fights, and a new palace and section of mementos. And thank Christ, they took the mementos theme out on every floor. This gave me the feeling of playing Persona 5 for the first time again, as there were so many new things to do. This game has earned the title of my favorite game of all time, but why isn't it at number 1? One reason: replay value. Yes, you can go back and choose alternate paths and relationships that introduce more dialogue and endings, but unless you're really good at planning your saves, you have to play through about 80 to 90 hours of the same shit you already did over and over and over again. And in my opinion, that's way too long to see where another path leads, but yet I still do it. But it doesn't make it any less a pain in the ass. In my opinion, that's the only thing holding this game back. But there's just so much content, how can that be a problem? It's just too long, I guess. But it will always have the best first playthrough and my favorite game of all time. Now, on to number 1. This game was everything I wanted it to be and more. More demons, more action, more blood, more rage! Doom Eternal is a non-stop thrill ride that only gets more intense the more you play it. It's the perfect game for when I just want to sit down and kill shit, and that's exactly how I played it 6 times over, and half of those on Nightmare. And then they released DLC within the first year of launch, and it absolutely kicked my dick in to the point where I still haven't beat the last boss. I never imagined that a game that I thought I had mastered would release something even more intense. Maybe I'll stream me trying to beat the last boss on Nightmare, but this game has my wholehearted recommendation, and you should go play it now. Doom Eternal is definitely worth every single penny.
Why? Holy shit, there's so much stuff! Why? This is so much more brutal than the actual game. Holy fuck. Oh, that turn's gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. There's like 3 arachnid demons. Fuck! Arachnid charms, whatever the hell they call it, I don't care. Brain can't function. Son of a bitch. Ah, Baron. Would it be a legitimate strategy then to save that quad damage for this fight? Holy shit. Ooh. Leave me alone, you big bitch. Bro, what is this game? What has it become? This is not the Nightmare mode I am used to. This is an empowered demon. Okay, that's fine. I didn't need to live.
He's jumping right at me. Oh god, lost soul! Leave me alone! There's lasers, for Christ's sake! No! We're gonna fight right out here. It's nice and wide open, and where I can just fuck. Where's the archvile? Where's the archvile? Die! Oh my lord. Oh wow, let's add one of those in too, because what the fuck not, dude. This is actually sadistic. This is actually just like they hate their players. Anyone who dares to play this on Nightmare is literally just like on its shit list. I'm so pissed! Oh my god! I got stuck on the pole! I got stuck on the pole, dude! God damn it! The shield fucker put something in front of me and it messed up my hand hurts. My hand hurts. I've been at this for like an hour. This first Slayer gate on Nightmare is like damn near impossible. So much shit happens. Oh, this game's gonna give me white hair. And I'm 22. God. An archvile here? What is this? Oh, Lord, why? Pain elemental. Oh. What happened? Did a buff totem just spawn? It literally, that actually happened. Comical. Ow. Fuck. Hell. It hurts. My hand. Hey everyone, did you like that little stream compilation highlight thing at the end there? I thought it'd be a nice treat for you guys for being so patient with me. So thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and yeah, those were my top 10 games of 2020. I know not all of them released in 2020, but I like to share my experiences that I had throughout the year rather than just focus on what was released. I had a lot of titles that were released in 2020, but, you know, it's nice to see what else is out there that I might have missed, and I feel like I expressed that here in this video. So, yeah, we made it. It's been a tough year. It's been a very tough year, and it will definitely be remembered as one of my worst years in my life. But I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy for what I have gained this year, which was the undenying support of the people around me and my friends and my family, and how no matter how tough things get, there's always a way to get through. And now we are entering a new year, hopefully that things will turn out better for everyone this year. But just because we're entering a new year doesn't mean that a reset button has been hit. Problems are still out there. COVID-19 is still a thing. Be safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask or whatever. Just be kind to one another. Learn from what this year has taught us, and yeah, just be good to one another. That's all anyone could ever ask for. So thank you all so much for watching. I plan to release videos more frequently. I just needed a little break to go on vacation and do some other things, but yeah, I already have a couple ideas in store. I'm already working on a couple projects. Can't wait to share that with you guys. I'm also going to try and stream a bit more later at night. So if you have the time, come by and say hello. I'll greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Happy New Year.